Hello, my name is Edward Syndicum. I'm an Assistant Explorer Scout Leader with the Morpeth Explorer Unit. We're here today at the Cenotaph to create a remembrance display from the Scouts to represent not just the British who fell in the war, but also the Polish, Belgians, Dutch and New Zealander who are buried in Morpeth as well.
Tell us how this came about.
So last year we started and created just a stone poppy which has, every stone has one name from the Cenotaph on it. But this year we did some more research and found out that there was more nationalities who were also buried in Morpeth, the Polish, the Dutch, the Belgian. So we wanted to do something to commemorate them as well because they're not commemorated on this memorial. So we created a Polish flag. The bottom half in red has blocks. Each block has one person's name on it, so each block represents one fallen soldier or civilian or Air Force person who was buried in Morpeth. And the Union flag is to represent all the British people who also died.
So how many names are there altogether?
Oh, there's a lot of them. About 200 names on the stones from the Cenotaph. There are 72 names of the Poles on the Polish flags. There were 4 Dutch, 1 Belgian and 1 New Zealander who were also buried in St Mary's Church graveyard.
So how much work has gone into it?
So there was a lot of planning from not just myself but the rest of the leadership team. And then it took 2 of our Explorer units, Tuesday unit and Wednesday unit, a couple of weeks to put this whole thing together. It was a work of touching up the poppy from last year and making sure it's still presentable, and then also the cutting, the painting of the flag, the Polish flag and the Union flag. We also have some small jars which will be going with candles, which will go to the war graves for the Belgian, the Dutch and the New Zealander, and also some crosses which we will put down on their graves as well.
And what has this meant to the young people that have taken part? What have they learned from it?
I think they've really gained an understanding of just how many people are buried in Morpeth from the war. It's not just British people, it's people from all over the world, and I think they've really come to appreciate just how many there are. It's a good project to take part of and to benefit the community. It's something that will go towards one of their challenges to get their Queen Scout Award. But I think they've really come together and they've put a lot of effort into this, and you can see the dedication from them, coming in, week out, not just to have a bit of fun but to do something a bit more serious and really learn something and take it away.
And most importantly, have they actually enjoyed it?
I think they have, yeah. They come in and they've really come with a great attitude. They've come in and they've put everything into it. They've had a really enjoyable time. I think playing around with paint is always fun no matter what age you're at. But I think they've really enjoyed doing it. The turnout to come and put the poppy out has been fantastic. And I think they've really learned a lot and taken a lot of enjoyment out of it.
And obviously people will get a chance to see the finished work on Remembrance Sunday, but how long is it going to remain here?
We'll leave it out for a couple of weeks, I think. I think it's important that it's not just Remembrance Day, it's the time afterwards just to remember that it's not just a single day and it's not something that can be forgotten about. So we'll leave it out for a couple of weeks and then we'll take it away and we'll start working on next year's project, I think.
Yeah, so it is something that you might take into the future?
I think it's something that we can do a lot with. Last year we just made the poppy and then we've expanded it to the flags commemorating other people, other nationalities. So where we go next year is, it's still something we can look at and maybe we can go even further and do something even more.